throwing on first down. James. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. James sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's James to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Glover. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. On first down, Franklin. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Franklin's pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Franklin. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down.
From the gun, Franklin flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
New Orleans.
Operating from the gun, Franklin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Off-play action. Franklin. Now he's flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys, get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
From the gun, James. Buying time to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. First from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score.
Now James. Throwing on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Glover. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, James eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
James now throwing on 3rd and long. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Pulled in at the 24. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 46.
To throw on 2nd down, Franklin. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Franklin out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
Franklin.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Franklin. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Franklin. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
13 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now he'll escape to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Franklin. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He'll run it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
In your face. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Showing it. Showing it.
To throw is James. To throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. James on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll roll him out right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Smith catches left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the gun, Franklin. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw on second down, Franklin. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Brings up second.
Off play action. Franklin. Rolling to his... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Franklin flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Let's make these babies cry.
On 1st and 10, James flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
A gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. I got one.
Here's James looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down inside the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
And goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Check my 46. 18 Cardinal. 46, boy. 46. 46.
Operating from the gun, James. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal as they certainly wouldn't mind some breathing room. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
To throw from his end zone. Franklin, he's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have grab the first down here as he's up to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Third, escaping the pressure right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on third and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Looking to throw. Franklin. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Off the play fake, Franklin. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Throwing on third and long. Franklin eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He's back to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Off-play action. James sliding out of the pocket. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back.
On downs.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for New Orleans, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.